Hey people, what's up? We're going to talk about stance. Let me see if this is recording real quick. We're going to talk a little bit of shit about the industry traps that get set and things that people get stuck on without really realizing it, because the industry kind of leads you into these little traps. And this one, as far as stance goes, it's almost like the tactical turtle went away and this Instagram leaner kind of cool guy tactical this kind of shit took its place. Now, normal human beings, we want to just set ourselves up for success with stance some way that's not totally gooned out, and we're going to be good. Okay, stance is the most simple fundamental. I tell people the fundamentals are just pretty much a road that we want to stay on. The guardrails are the fundamentals. Okay, they're just key principles that we need to adhere to and stay inside of that lane and keep on going down the road. Right now, we can be swerving a bit. We can figure out our own ways to do these things, especially when we get into the fundamentals of shooting and the second layer of fundamentals of shooting, the draw, the reload, kind of stuff like that. Grip, stance, all that stuff, it's basically subjective. You can make it work, but there is some key principles that we need to abide by. And the Instagram leaner shit, the tactical, cover of the magazine leaner shit, whatever this bullshit is, it's not adhering to those core principles. Okay, we just need to, we gotta cut the nuts off, just remove the nuts off of this thing so it cannot reproduce any further than it already has. I see a lot of people now, first things first, we want to set ourselves up for success. Okay, so the stance has two key principles. That's all I even teach. Anything else you want to do is fine, but two key principles is what I kind of have broken it all the way down to. Doesn't matter where your feet placement are, really. Generally, you want to have one foot slightly in front of the other, but depending on which way you need to move is going to dictate that. So I don't even worry about the feet. We're not even worried about it. Okay? What I'm worried about is two things. I want your ass to be behind you, just slightly behind you and not under you. Okay? We're not sitting on our hips. That's not athletic in any way, ever. To sit on your hips is never a good thing in any kind of sport, ever. Okay? We just don't want to do it. Okay? Ass behind you, where it belongs, not under you. Head slightly forward, and I mean just slightly biased forward of center. Those are the two key principles of stance. Now you're set up for success. Whatever you need to do with your feet, depending on where you need to move, doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do with your body, if you want to cant forward a little bit more, if you want to stretch out a little bit, as long as you're not tactical turtling or Instagram leaning, pretty much any variation in between there is going to be fine. We're just trying to stay in between those navigational beacons. Okay? Stay out of the ditches. All right? Ditch on the left is tactical turtle. Ditch on the right is Instagram leaner tactical bullshit. We just want to be in between there. Ass behind us, head bias forward. Why it's so important is, you'll see, guys, next time you watch someone shoot, just simply watch their back, okay? This is what we never, ever, ever want ourselves to do. We cannot have this shit. Pushing my back with every shot. And yeah, most of the time somebody will do this and come back. But as soon as you tell them to shoot a bill drill or something, they go, and it drives them on back. Okay? We cannot allow that to happen. We don't want that shit to happen. It changes more than you would think. Okay? All these angles and all this, you're set up for success. You want to drive those shots, whether it's 1 shot, 5 shots, or 100 shots. We want to drive those shots and be right here. All the index points that we've worked so hard to develop are now changing because we're letting it drive us back. If we start out with the Instagram lean shit and pow, 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 it drives us back. It changes all these angles. As I go back, bang, my arms now need to lower, bang, okay? All these angles changes. It's just nonsensical. It's something that we want to make sure that we don't have happen, because it's so simple not to do this. So this is super sexy Instagram shit. This is what you'll see. And it's like, that guy knows what he's doing. Now, we don't want a negative back angle. We don't want to sit on our hips. We don't want to sit on our ass. We want our ass slightly bumped out. Think of anything athletic, okay? My ass is going to be slightly backed out behind me. Just that rolling of the hips, that rolling of your structure, the hips just sitting in that place allows me to do whatever the hell I want. If I'm going to set up for a bill drill, I'm going to set up for it, okay? I'm going to let her rip. I'm going to drive. Piece of paper. Now, if the case is that I'm going to shoot one shot on there and then move 3 feet, all I need to do is set up for success. If I'm sitting on my hips, Instagram leaner shit, like this, I cannot do as well, all right? Let's get it. Let's go. Set up for success. Ass behind you, head bias slightly forward. Do whatever the hell you want with your feet and rip on it. Send her, okay? Let's go real fast. Ooh, 66. All right, let's do another ripper. Holy shit, 66 again. Guess that's how fast I am today. Hey, let her eat.